Hi, my name is Maureen and today FM rocks in Mombasa.
Mula, my name is Mark. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Makassi.
Hey, Mbula from Rockawaki. I'm Mentor. I love listening to Today FM because they're playing my hits. Today FM rocks.
My name is Enrico. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks in Suba.
Hi, I'm Asrika and I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Siva. I'm from Bat. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, community shocked by bus accident. 2 tropical cyclones expected for Fiji. And police beef up operations for festive season. Communities in LAKENA number 2 Hill Nausori are still in shock following the tragic bus accident earlier this week. The bus tumbled down the hill and flipped over, claiming the lives of 2 school students. Ratu Nemani, who was at the scene on Wednesday, told FBC News that he and his wife ran outside when they heard a loud crashing noise. Meanwhile, the bus driver involved in the tragic road accident has been questioned by police and remains in custody.
By the time we reached this house, we saw the kids run. They came from the bus. The one who was survived. And I saw 2 kids lying dead on the bus.
2 tropical cyclones are expected to affect Fiji between November 2019 and April 2020. The Fiji Meteorological Service has released its forecast for the upcoming cyclone season. It says of the 2 tropical cyclones anticipated, one may reach Category 3 or stronger intensity. Up to 8 tropical cyclones are expected to occur in an area covering the Solomon Islands to French Polynesia. All communities have been reminded to stay alert and prepared throughout the 2019-2020 cyclone season. As ongoing night operations continue, police have noted that Fijians are now more vigilant and enjoying themselves responsibly. The police have stepped up their operations around the country, hoping Fijians remain on the right side of the law as we head into the festive season. They have also commended the public for adhering to their public advisories.
They've actually taken on board the plea that we had been making about, enjoying themselves responsibly, because we've been arresting people for being drunk and disorderly or loitering around in town for no reason, and I think that has actually been taken seriously, and we've seen also a change in in members of the public, the attitude, where they just finish and then they clear off from the city area. So it's actually made our work a lot easier as well.
New Zealand resident Muhammad Rahish Isuf, charged in the murder of a Nandi family, applied for bail in the Lautoka High Court this morning. Isuf has been in remand since September. The state asked for 7 days to respond to the bail application. They also sought 14 days to file information while the disclosure was served today. It's alleged that sometime on the 25th or 26th of August, Isuf murdered carpenter Nirmal Kumar, his 54-year-old wife Usha Devi, their 34-year-old daughter Nilashni Kajal, and her 2 daughters Sana, aged 11, and Samara, 8. The bodies of the Lenga family were discovered in the Nausori Highlands in Nandi. A 1-year-old baby was found crawling at the scene. Isuf is further remanded in custody. The matter has been adjourned to October 25th. The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission has been receiving high levels of compliance from businesses around the country. This after the FCCC introduced its voluntary compliance framework aimed at helping traders comply voluntarily and correctly with consumer law, regulations and requirements. Chief Executive Joel Abraham is encouraging more businesses to come on board and be part of the initiative.
We're also looking at other supermarkets, we're looking at other hardware companies, not just in Suva, in the western region, even as far as Tavini. We're looking at businesses that are coming up, putting their hands up and saying, we want to comply, we want to be good businesses, we want to follow the law, and we will work together with them. So by no means is this a reflection on bad practices. Compliance levels in the market is high.
The Fiji Council of Churches is seeking the government approval to monitor all churches in Fiji. President Reverend Dr. Tevita Mbani Vanua says some church leaders are using the church reputations for personal gain. He says if given the authority to monitor all churches, they will work to ensure that church leaders are qualified and meet all the needed requirements. All new churches that used to be registered by the Fiji Council of Churches are now being registered with the government.
Our hope was to ask government, and that we have done. We have written to the government in last year, to include the Fiji Council of Churches to be sort of a watchdog to the rise, because we have seen problems with the untrained pastors.
The Fiji Public Trustee today presented a $10,000 check to the Fiji Cancer Society. Society Chief Executive Belinda Chen thanked the board members, management and staff of the Public Trustee for the assistance. Chen says the funds from the Public Trustee will be used on awareness programs, screenings and to cover the transportation and medical expenses of cancer patients registered with them.
Thank you so much for fundraising, for raising the awareness, allowing us to raise awareness, not only in October, but the other 11 months. Cancer does not affect people in October. There's 11 months where people do get diagnosed with cancer.
The Ministry of Fisheries has revealed it will take years to reverse the current damage to stock levels of the grouper fish, also known as kawakawa and ndonu. Ministry Permanent Secretary Craig Strong says while it's been 2 years since the introduction of the ban, it will take some time for the fish species to recover. Strong says despite the higher awareness and compliance this year, during the ban period from June to September, more can be done to ensure stakeholders are better informed. Meanwhile, the value of the 575 pieces of grouper fish seized during the seasonal ban has been estimated at $8,625. 75-year-old Mohammed Yusuf Saheb is one of the 6 winners of the FBC Fiji Day radio poem competition and says he is proud of Fiji Day. Saheb, who is from Mengania in Nadi, he says he feels a great sense of pride for the nation when he thinks of the toil of his ancestors that helped mold our nation. For 16-year-old Patricia Subaya, Fiji Day is more about paying respect to our elders and paving the way forward for Fijians of today.
With full respect and honor, we thank our past leaders for their sacrifices, which were, are, and will be priceless. To the role models and their teachings, which give us strength to move on when we are helpless.
The competition generated a lot of interest both from the young and old. The 6 winners from FBC's Fiji Radio Poem Competition were part of the Fiji celebrations at Albert Park in Suva yesterday as they read their winning poems live at FBC's free concert. Coming up, new players to provide wanted challenges. And Fiji and Bulikula ready to make history. Stay with us.
Ako Tabua, ako do talitay na barong na Bula FM, nambandua na sir.
Bula, alang gono ilutoka do talita ka ng Bula FM berarti ni nambandua na sir.
Ni Bula binaka, nanregen go sa Bula FM nga, na kasi.
Nalang go sa mundo achieve ng Bula FM nambandua na sir nusur.
Ni Bula binaka, nalang go Jerry, yang may lambasa, do barong ng Bula FM, nambandua.
Bula FM, nambandua na sir.
Fiji Airways men's national sevens side today had a scrimmage session with the Australian sevens team and National Fire Authority sevens side at Albert Park. Coach Gareth Baber says the team are using these games as a build-up session towards the Oceania Sevens and HSBC World Sevens Series. He adds that the new players are providing the challenge for the senior players as every man wants a spot in the national team. The Fiji sevens side and Aussie men's sevens team will both compete in next week's Oceania Sevens.
Obviously we want to keep pushing the standard, we want to keep using these games to push us on and on to get to that HSBC level. So I'll be using it for that. I'll be using it to obviously have a look at some of those players that can increase the depth of squad that we've got, because obviously it's a big year. It's a big year for HSBC defence and it's a big year for an Olympic defence as well.
Fiji Bulikula second row Eloise Vunakeve is ready for battle against Australia at ANZ Stadium in Suva this afternoon. The younger sibling of Mbati prop Eloni Vunakeve described today's game as a step forward for women who play rugby league in Fiji. The 29-year-old says the new girls in the team are ready for the challenge of the Aussies. The Fiji Bulikula side takes on Australia at 5:30 p.m, while the Fiji Prime Minister's 13 side will face the Australian Prime Minister's 13 at 7:30.
I think it'll be a good hit out for us, and especially coming into a World Cup in the next few years. Unfortunately, we didn't win the bid for the next World Cup, but hey, that only gives us more time to prepare and more time to sort of keep going. So I think this will be good for us to keep us grounded as well. So like we came off a really good win, and now we're playing against a really strong side, which will sort of give us a platform to where we need to work towards and when we need to go. So I think we have every chance of winning, really. Like we've got a really strong side.
The All Blacks have backed the decision to call off their game against Italy due to the threat posed by Super Typhoon Hagibis. World Rugby yesterday cancelled the All Blacks match and also the England versus France game, while a decision on the Japan-Scotland game will be made on Sunday. This from TVNZ.
Just a few hours ago, Steve Hansen was battle ready. It's taken just a few words never uttered in a World Cup before to thwart his plans.
The Pool B match between New Zealand and Italy in the city of Toyota will be cancelled.
Did we think that we'd get a game cancelled? No, but that's out of our control.
It's dashed the All Blacks' final chance to run out their top side before the quarterfinals, and any hopes of giving Italy their own Perenara stunner.
That is sensational!
Now off. Both sides notching up a scoreless draw, England and France suffering the very same fate.
We were preparing for the game. When the game was on, we were in game mode, and the game was off, we're in preparation mode.
2 points for the draw, leaving the All Blacks at the top of their pool.
You just got to understand the safety reasons why it's been called off, and we'll adapt and know we're in next week. So for us that's a positive.
And World Cup officials say their call to cancel was difficult and regrettable, but right.
And it's been made with the best interests of team, public, tournament and volunteer safety.
This is why World Cup officials aren't leaving anything to chance.
As organising committee, we decided on a conclusion that we could not avoid these two matches from being cancelled.
It's bang on course to wreak havoc.
We've made, we believe, the right decision with everyone's safety as the priority.
These guys have about 25 typhoons a year, so and a heck of a lot of earthquakes. So in our planning, we had to take that into consideration.
Now a week and a half long wait before the All Blacks can strike against either Ireland, Japan or Scotland, the latter two facing their own nervous weather watch for Sunday.
Members of the Italian rugby team have been reduced to tears after the cancellation of the game. It comes as reports surface that the All Blacks refused to play a delayed game. More from TVNZ.
A moment no rugby coach wants to face. Italy head coach Conor O'Shea breaking the news to Leonardo Ghilardini that he'd played his final match for the Azzurri. The hooker had only just returned to full fitness after a serious knee injury and was set to have a run out against the All Blacks. The 104 Test veteran fighting back the tears as he grappled with the realisation his dream farewell was over.
I'm upset for the players. Everyone's writing up the matches as France and England and us and but no one's mentioned the fact that we still had a chance to qualify. I'm not saying we would have beaten them, not Sergio isn't saying that, but you want to finish on the pitch.
The front row not the only Italian player to be left devastated by the decision.
But this was potentially his last game in an Italian jersey. You had Sergio, you have Alizani. What a way to finish, been told after training today in the huddle.
Saturday's match would have also been a send-off for 142 Test skipper Sergio Parisse, the loose forward letting rip at World Cup officials.
If New Zealand needed 4 or 5 points against us, it wouldn't have been cancelled. It's difficult to know that we won't have a chance to play against one of the great teams.
However, experts back here have rubbished those claims. Former All Black Ian Jones sympathises for the Italians, but believes World Rugby did everything they could.
It would have been an absolute, wonderful way, and Prise, the skipper, to end his international career to play the All Blacks, but that's not going to happen. They'll deal with it. The All Blacks will deal with it.
With New Zealand given an extra week's rest, they'll have an eye on what effect the typhoon will have on their potential quarter-final rivals, Japan and Scotland. Sunday's crucial Pool A match will be given as much time as possible to go ahead. The high stakes making it too close to call for the All Blacks coach.
If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd go straight down to the TAB and put a packet on. But I don't know. I think, sport's so unpredictable.
So's the coach. A punt that could have seen him punted from the World Cup for breaching betting rules.
Expect the warm weather to continue with a chance of scattered showers or a thunderstorm this afternoon and tonight. Tomorrow we can expect another fine day with temperatures around 30. That is your FBC News Now. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Good afternoon.
My name is Neha and I'm from Karavi and Mirchi FM it's hot. हम आंचल है नसोरी से मिर्ची FM बहुत जुलूम.
Hi, हम शारा प्रकाश बात करते हैं तावा में मिर्ची FM सब कंसर्न and मिर्ची FM it's hot.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suba. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, I'm Shane. I love listening Mirchi FM because it's awesome and it's hot.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shavi. We love listening to Mirchi FM in Lambasa.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.